Imagine it's the day of your big presentation. You get up, you're ready to go, and all of a sudden you realize you're losing your voice. What do you do? The answer to that question can be found in your next weekly dose of public speaking medicine. Hi, this is Michael Davis, your public speaking MD. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that yes, the flu has caught up to me and it is affecting my lungs. Fortunately, the flu part is over, but the upper respiratory issue still lingers. Now, I know you probably don't care about that, other than what does it have to do with this lesson? Actually, everything. I was scheduled to give a 15-minute presentation earlier today. I gave the talk, and I wasn't at my physical best. What do you do in that situation? Well, the old saying is a cliche, but it's true. The show must go on. Look, there are going to be times when you absolutely feel lousy physically. Now, I don't feel bad. It's just that I sound bad. I don't have my normal professional speaking voice. That doesn't mean I shouldn't go speak. This lesson was driven home to me last year. I had the great privilege of emceeing an event called Lady and the Champs. And it's a group of professional speakers who get together, former world champions, successful professionals, Hall of Fame speakers. And it's a 3-day speaking seminar or workshop. One of the scheduled speakers at the event is Mark Brown. He is the 1995 world champion of public speaking. Mark is a brilliant speech coach. And right before the event, he was hit with an upper respiratory issue. He literally started losing his voice. Now, Mark, if you've ever heard him, has a beautiful, deep speaking voice. Mark did everything he could to take care of his voice, and then he got up and spoke. He gave his presentation. He had a keynote, he had a workshop, and he gave them. He did the best he could, and then at the end of the day, he went home and he collapsed into bed. What was interesting about Mark's talks is that the buzz at the event was that the presentation that made the most and deepest emotional connection was Mark's. Mark is terrific at connecting with his audiences. So it didn't matter that his voice was cracking and breaking up and giving him all kinds of fits. It was the emotion behind the talk. And that inspired me when I was giving my presentation today. There was a time in my life when I would not have given the presentation because I didn't have my best speaking voice. It was cracking. Sometimes I sound like I'm going through puberty again. I wouldn't have given that years ago because I would have been too focused on me. Well, as presenters, you've heard me say this, and other speaking coaches and terrific speakers out there will say, you know, it's about the audience. So what if your hair's not perfect? What happens if your suit's not completely pressed or your voice is cracking and giving out? The audience will actually appreciate you more knowing that you don't feel good, that you're not at your best, and you're still up there giving them a message. That was my entire goal today. I even mentioned that in the speech. And after I was done speaking, members came up to me and they thanked me, not because I was speaking, but because of specific parts of the message I shared. So what do you do the next time you're scheduled to speak and you just don't feel it? Either you're weak or your voice is giving out, whatever's going on, you give your speech. You give that audience the best you've got. And even if it's 80%, make sure there's something in there of benefit to them. You do that, and you will leave a lasting impact on the audience because you cared enough about them to give it your best, no matter how you felt. I look forward to seeing you in our next weekly dose of public speaking medicine.